And we're here. I need to switch phones. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, West Coast. Good morning, West Coast. I know some of y'all are still asleep, but God is still good. He is still faithful. Amen. I'm just trying to hold on. I'm trying to clean my okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. I don't like when my phone case. Okay. Y'all know I'm a germaphobe. I don't like when my phone case feels a certain type of way. Hit this girl with a okay. You know, our phones be everywhere. Our phones be everywhere with us. Okay, so now we got that girl kind of straightened up a little bit. All right. All right. So I gotta good morning. Top of the morning. Rosebud, Nikki Sparrow. Hi, everybody. Thank y'all for joining the Arch. Thank y'all so much for joining the Arch. I appreciate you. I have no idea who this is from a 323 number. They just sent me a text. It could be Sabrina. I don't know who this is, child. Okay. There we go. Gladys Terrell. You know, we're dealing with Gladys today. Gladys. Gladys Terrell. We're dealing with another Gladys today, right? Gladys, were you named after Gladys Knight? Or did your mom just say, I want to name you Gladys? You know, because I like the name Gladys. Okay. Gladys, was there any connection? And Tyesse, you're out of frame. There we go. Let me bring that back even a little more. There we go. Thanks for stopping by Ty Squad, LRL community, bushwashers, haters, stalkers. Honey, you're all welcome because it's all going to the overall number. Is okay. There we go. No matter what your lot is, you know. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. And I know the smile triggers those demons, but you have to really, 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 really work on that. Go talk to a pastor or something. You are wagging on a new level. I see Georgia has been good for you. Oh, well, thank you so much. I weighed myself this morning. I've lost another 4 pounds. I didn't want to brag, but another 4 pounds. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Nikki Sparrow. Yes, Georgia. Stop easy. Okay, we got to get serious, y'all. We got to get serious because this is a serious situation. Oh, okay, good. Aunt Gladys. Okay. This is a serious situation, y'all. But I got it. Trust me, I got it. Okay. I don't need any extra notes. Y'all know when it's one of my girls. When it's one of my girls, I got this. I promise you I got it. Of course, I got a couple of slides, I put together, but on this case, this is one of my girls. I got it. I don't need no extra notes. I may go over to Chat GPT for chronological information. But other than that, Gladys, I got this, child. Oh my God, I got it. All right. Let me go back over here. Yeah, I just needed Chat GPT just for the dates because sometimes y'all all these stories we get the dates. It's a lot with the dates. Hold on. There we go. That's why I just needed the dates because I wasn't sure. I was it the early 2000s? Was it the late 90s? Okay, got it. All right. But other than that, that's all I need. Hey, Larry. Hey, brother. All right, everybody, let's get started. We try to wait till we get to 200, but we got a show this evening. We got a show tonight. Danielle Spencer D from What's Happening. We're gonna go ahead and do her tribute during evening service. I spoke with our Episcopal finance board, and they said we just can't afford to be doing separate repasses and memorials and stuff. So at this time, we will do Danielle D. Spencer. We'll be doing her program tonight during evening service, just for the fiduciary episcopacy from the Episcopal stuff. Okay, all right, y'all got it. Danielle Spencer, her memorial. We've already did a write-up on her. We did a write-up, but I will make sure that she has a proper. The board has decided that we're going to go ahead and do a tribute tonight during evening service instead of a standalone video. Okay, all right. It doesn't mean she's any less impactful to us, but Crystal Marshall is our chief executive finance officer, CFO, and it's just financially we have to just adhere to the Episcopal hermeneutics of the stuff, all that stuff. Okay. Oh, what's going on? Okay, hold on a second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I got an alert on one of my credit cards, honey. Wait, what's going on? All these damn stalkers out here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me handle this really quickly, y'all. Oh my God, now. Okay. I got an alert on one of my credit cards. Let me make sure anybody trying to get into my account. Oh, child. Okay. All right. Child, they will wear you thin with these damn points for these programs. Okay. Hey Bam, I love you too. Let's get into it, everybody. We're 2 away from 200, so let's get into it. And to the people that's constantly complaining about our small talk before the show starts, just why come back over here? All of these new people that are complaining. Somebody just put it in one of the videos. I'll come back when you start, and if you don't like it, just leave. Well, I'm just saying, I want you here, but all this 227 on the stoop, and okay, this is what we do. Just come back in 30 minutes. All right, let's get started, Ty Squad. These people really, really get on my nerves sometimes. We're talking about Glattus Knight, the Empress of Soul, 7-time Grammy Award winner, multi-platinum, gold records, just you name it. she has been that for us. Also a beacon of Blackness. If you know her work, if you know her history, she's been a beacon. She has been grounded in her Blackness from day one. She's never compromised. We never had an era of compromisation from Gladys when it comes to her people. Like Aretha, she always was about and for her people, right? And we love Gladys. We just love Gladys Knight. She was with Motown Records. Her biggest hits came out of Motown. She went to Buddha for a while, had some great hits, Grammy wins with Buddha, and then she left Buddha. Where did she go? She went to Columbia and had just a resurgence at Columbia, a new sound, you know, and she left Columbia and then, you know, did a lot of independent work after Columbia. But while she was with Columbia, she did make the big decision, you guys. Yeah, she wanted to go solo. She wanted to go solo. And yeah, she decided to go solo. And that was hard for her because her brother was a pimp. Bubba was a pimp. And so she wanted to go solo. And then she went solo. She signed with MCA and had a nice string of, you know, R&B hits over on MCA. So, I mean, her career is over, you know, 6-7 decades or more. And she's 81 years old. She's 81. And so, as I said, after she left Columbia, then she went to MCA and had a Grammy win and, you know, some other R&B hits over there. Yeah. Went to Utah for a while, and then I believe she was then she went to Las Vegas. She stayed in Vegas, and now she makes home in North Carolina. Now, Gladys has known tragedy. She has known tragedy. Some of y'all know her son, her oldest son, Jimmy, from her first husband. He passed away very young, at around 36 or 37. He passed away. It was kind of mysterious. It's kind of odd, but they said he had some type of heart trouble, heart failure, and so he passed away in his sleep over in Las Vegas, where he is interned over in Las Vegas. He was married with children, and so she knows heartache. Gladys knows heartache. Her child passed away. Gladys has been married 4 times. She's been Gladys has been married 4 times. But let me say this about Gladys. From what I know of her, she loves a very strong, educated Black man. You know, she loves a man that is strong, very, very alpha male. She is truly a Southern male, right? So, okay, so Jimmy's father was her first husband, and then she married Barry Hankerson. Okay, now y'all follow this. So then she married Barry Hankerson. That is the son father that's causing all this rigmarole, right? So she married Barry Hankerson. They used to stay on the cover of every magazine. That's Barry, right? And Gladys. Okay, so Barry and Gladys, very popular marriage at the time. And that is Shanga, the son that we're talking about right now. That is his father. Now, y'all know I did read Barry. Y'all know Barry right there. I did read him on one of my musicology shows. Remember, he came out talking about if he knew what R. Kelly was doing with Aaliyah, he would have did something. This is Aaliyah's blood uncle. Okay? I need y'all to, I know it may be complicated, but stay with me. This is Aaliyah's blood uncle, Barry Hankerson. This is Diane's brother, Aaliyah's mama's brother. Y'all got me? If you're with me so far, just, you know, stay with me. I haven't got there, Zenobia Huff. I haven't got there, baby. I haven't got there. All right? Just follow me and in the chat. Just have a seat and just, you know, stay with me in the chat. We don't need any co-producers. We don't need any co-hosts in the chat. We love you. All right. Okay, so Barry Hankerson That is Gladys' second husband. Okay, a second husband. And that's who Shanga's daddy is. That's her son, Shanga. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to get too deep into all the weeds and the details. You know, there was a rumor that during the custody battle with Shanga and Barry, over Shanga with Barry. Now, I won't get into all that. I'll save that for my musicology shows. But, you know, they said that Barry had kidnapped Shanga, and Gladys had to put up like $1 million or something. Yeah, it was, you know, that's from the urban church R&B sector, y'all. Y'all know that Barry had ran off with Shanga for a while, and Gladys had to put up a lot of cash. Rumor has it. All right. But she finally won and got custody of Shanga. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Okay. So Barry Hankinson, Aaliyah's uncle, Shanga's dad, was her second husband. Then she married Les Brown, motivational speaker, great guy, but it didn't work out with him and Gladys. Okay, didn't work out. And so, you know, they were married for a while, and now she's married to her current husband, and I think this is her longest marriage. Yeah, they've been married for over 25 years, y'all, and that is William McDowell. And so many people, you know, have always talked about how Gladys smiles when she's around William, and how she just this man just does it for her. You know, so many people have complimented, you know, how he makes her glow, or whatever you want to call it. You know, when women have a man that they've been waiting for their whole life. Okay. So yeah, a lot of people say that they just compliment each other in that way. Thank you, Dana Dane. I tried to, honey, but listen, it's a lot. I'm getting older. So, you know, I may tell a story and I say, well, you know, Evelyn Champagne King had on a green dress that at that Soul Train Awards, you go find a picture and she had on a blue dress. It makes it a little fuzzy as I get older, but I'm still holding on, you know. You say, oh, she had on a green dress, and then you go look at the picture, she had on a blue dress. It's somewhere, it's going to be kind of close. When I get to these colors and outfits and, you know, songs, I'm pretty good with, you know what I'm saying, in movies and marriages. But, you know, maybe the colors that make, hey, everybody, Samara is back. Wow. Samara is back, y'all. Show some love. Orange hearts. Y'all, show some love. Samara is back. I saw something moving by my eye. Show some love. Samara is back, everybody. She's back at the job. God is so good. Okay. Where was I at? Yeah, so yeah, I may get you know, a color off. You know, Romano, I may say Riri Jackson had a Jerry curl, but she may have had, you know, some light tresses. You know what I'm saying? All right. But other than that, I'm pretty much on it. Okay. Quiet as kept, y'all. Gladys and Barry had a movie called Pipe Dreams. Only person that would know about this is probably Romardo in the chat. There was a movie called Pipe Dreams, and the movie was a flop. It was a really big flop. A lot of Gladys fans was like, what is going on? It was, I mean, it's like a cult movie if you can find it now, but it was called Pipe Dreams. And this was produced through Motown, I believe. Yeah, I believe this was through Motown. And so nobody understood it. It was a love story, but it was set in Alaska. Her husband, which was actually her husband, Barry Hankinson, went to Alaska to work on a pipeline, the oil pipeline. And then she went up there, I guess, to save her marriage. But everybody was like, nobody was saying this out loud, but what the hell is Gladys and this man doing in Alaska? It was just a really, really, you know, and I don't know how it flopped outside of the storyline because Gladys had hits at the time. It was odd. It was like, I didn't understand. I didn't understand it when I first saw it maybe 20 years ago. I was like, girl, Gladys and this man doing it in the Alaskan snow. It was, why not just set that movie in Detroit and have him work at a motor plant and then, you know, build from there. I didn't understand it, y'all. Okay. Gladys had hits at the time, so nobody understood why the movie flopped. Okay. We're going to move on, y'all. Just give you a little backstory. Okay, so now she's married to her current husband, and this is the husband that is in question. Okay. Now, Gladys's son, Shanga, y'all know Shanga. Shanga is a very controversial figure. Shanga Ali Hankerson. Shanga, now if you see this baby, I have to tell the truth, okay? I will not lie on you. I will not add anything to it. But Shanga, the Archmother, has to tell the truth. And nothing but the truth, so help me God. If you so happen to see this, okay? All right. Because there are people, well, there's a person that is sending my videos to people. Yeah. There's somebody sending my videos to people, hoping they read me, hoping they attack me, hoping they, I don't know. But I'm aware of it. Just wanted to let you know. You send my videos to people. Yeah. That same person sending my videos to people saying I'm talking about them. Like, I have never seen this type of diabolicness ever. I can't prove it, but day before yesterday, I was in Larry's live. I can't prove this, right? Can't prove it. I was in Larry's live. Larry was live. And Storm Monroe pops up in the chat saying, I'm here. Right after I did a video about Storm Monroe. I can't prove it. But I do have proof that they do that. This person is sending my videos to people saying I'm talking about them or saying I'm covering them. It's the same person, the same guy. I wouldn't even lie. I was live. Larry was live. I was in the chat, and Storm Monroe pops up in the chat saying, I am here. It was just really coincidental. They're not well, but it's okay. So that's why I say, if you send this to Shanga, I'm telling nothing but the truth, so help me God. Maybe this person they don't have a crush on me. This person is sick. A very, very sick person. But I'm going to help them get the help that they need. I'm going to help you get the help that you need. All of y'all. All right. Because it's two different people, but I'm going to help them get the help that they need. I promise you. Okay. But we gotta focus on Gladys. So Shanga, you can go over to the Shade Room's YouTube channel and watch the 11-minute video after this, you guys. Okay, I'm not gonna play audio because I'm not sure about the Shade Room's copyright, but it's 11 minutes. I'm not even playing audio. 11 minutes, and it covers Shanga's concerns. There's some other people, other family members, other people that have made some things known how they feel, right? So just go over to the Shade Room YouTube channel after this and check this out, okay? And see what's going on. Gladys is getting ready to start the second leg of the Queen's tour, right? So she's getting ready to start the fall leg of the Queen's tour, where she is basically with Gladys. Gladys is with Stephanie Mills, Patti LaBelle, and Shaka Khan. And so Shanga feels like she does not need to be out here because she does not know where she is. Sometimes she gets lost. Now, the incident in question, one of the incidents in question, Latoya Williams, singer, she sent me that video. I hadn't seen that video, but my girl Latoya Williams sent me that video with Glattus Knight on stage, pausing, and it appears she didn't know the lyrics for a minute, and then the background singers started singing for her, and then she caught back on. Okay. So I hadn't seen that. Latoya Williams, great vocalist, sent me that personally. And because Latoya has worked with Gladys. She sung background with Gladys. And so I was concerned about it. I said that was odd, you know. And then I had seen some little things. I won't lie, I've seen a couple of performances where Gladys didn't seem like herself, but I look at it like Gladys is 81. And honey, it's a miracle. She knows all the words in 81. But Black Girl Magic is different than anything else. So, you know, so you'll see Patti LaBelle up there like she's 15. And you'll see, you know, Shaka Khan, even with her battles up there. It's just Black woman magic. It's different. So I didn't really think too much of it. I said, well, maybe she's just getting up there and whatnot. But Shanga says that it's something totally going on, you know, with his mother. Okay, so her husband says she has something. Do we have that? Did we get that uploaded? We did. Okay, it is called sundowning, a sundowning effect, something like that. It is in the dementia. It's all in that family, you know, dementia, all of that family. Okay, sundowning, a group of behaviors occurring in some older patients with or without dementia. Very important, you guys. At the time of nightfall or sunset. Okay, so confusion, anxiety, agitation, aggressiveness, psychomotor agitation, that means pacing, wandering, disruptive resistance to redirection, increased verbal activity like talking fast or talking a lot. Okay. Gladys Knight's son Shanga says that there was an incident. There was an incident, I believe, over in the DMV where Gladys walked into a hotel and she didn't know where she was, and she was just standing there, and the lady basically got Gladys's phone and had to call her daughter and, you know, and kind of get some information to get Gladys some help. That's what her son says. Okay, I didn't hear anything about the name of the hotel or you know, a statement from the hotel. This is what Shanga said, y'all. I didn't hear anything about, you know, the brand of the hotel, anything like that. But you know, that's what he says. Okay, so Gladys allegedly, you know, walked into a hotel. I think she was on tour in the area. I don't know how she just walked in there by herself. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, this is Shanga. Shanga said out of his mouth, they said, well, are you trying to sabotage this fall? She does have an assistant. She does have people on her team. Are you trying to sabotage your mother's tour? And he said, yes, I am. This is my mama. I'm trying to sabotage it. Right? And listen, y'all, listen, Tyesse. Gladys may have early onset dementia. And she may be highly functioning because, listen, that Black woman magic, it holds you, it keeps you. But life is still life. It's still going to be what it's going to be. So she might have only early onset dementia or something in the neurological, you know, sphere of disorders, you know. And so I've seen people that deal with this, Miss LaShonda. Yeah. I've seen some elderly family members that may have dealt with some things. I'm 49. Hell, I'm 49, and sometimes be looking for my phone, and it's in my hand. Gladys is 81. Now, Gladys is on this tour. I'm going to tell y'all, based on just what I know, my personal knowledge, Gladys don't need no money, y'all. She don't. But what people don't understand is that sometimes these artists stay active because when you go to your house and retire, you really start declining. The movement of going to stage and people sending you love, it keeps you vibrant. It keeps you going. There is an energy that comes from that. Love. That energy is vital. When you go home and you retire, guaranteed the body gonna start declining. You think she declining right now? Let her go to that house and sit down somewhere, and she don't have that energy coming in and that movement. Yeah. But I'm also gonna say Gladys don't need no money. She don't need no cash. She don't need no money. Yeah. Johnny had to retire because of memory issues, but it's expected of 89-year-old. People still look at our legend as you. Yeah, pretty much, Ramara. So basically, it's like when people like Gladys and people like Diana, I guess people think that they're supposed to sing the way they sang in 75 and remember every song lyric. The reason I have teleprompters up there is because, child, these are older artists. That's why they got teleprompters. Some young artists, sometimes, if they don't know the lyrics, they may have a teleprompter up there. Very rare, but it happens. So Glattus Knight, Patti LaBelle doing her verses, she was like, child, I can't remember all these damn songs. That's why they had a teleprompter up there. Many people who sundown highly function during the day. Yeah. And as soon as that sun go down, neurologically, something clicks in. You know? It happens. So where am I at? I have to talk about Shanga. You know, I have to give his backstory. You know, so okay, let's talk about Shanga, the son that is sounding the alarm. Okay, but Shanga, before I start this, let me tell you something, baby. How this goes, her husband is running the show. When she transitions, he will run the show. Okay, he's running the show now. Okay, let me show you. It's husband, children. Okay, husband, children. When she goes home to be with the Lord, he will be running the show. Okay, if she didn't have a husband, it would be you and Kenya running the show. Just want to let you know how this goes, Shanga. So, baby, listen, all this rigmarole, I understand. I had a mama. Okay, I understand. But, baby, it's not going to do nothing to any of that other stuff. Okay, just saying. Some reason why retired people start working again. That's why so many retired people find a small odd job or something similar to their previous occupation so they can stay active and their minds stay active. I remember a story. I can't remember the man. He was a postman. He never missed a day of work. Black postman. He worked all them years, y'all. All them years. He retired, and they say he died the next day. If y'all can find that story, let me know. Postman retired the next day. He just went to bed and went there and went on home to be with the Lord. Black man. If y'all find a story, send it to me. Okay. So Shanga, I had to go to ChatGPT to get the chronological order. Shout out to ChatGPT because, honey, listen, it's been a minute since we've been over there at the chicken and waffles and stuff. So I want to make sure we got the chronological order, okay, with this case with Shanga. Okay, so Shanga founded Glattus Knight's Chicken and Waffles in 1997 from 2012 to 2016. He allegedly failed, we don't have to say allegedly, but he allegedly failed to remit over $1 million in payroll taxes for the restaurant chain. Investigators noted that some of the withheld tax money was spent on marijuana and sex parties, as alleged by witnesses. Okay, according to ChatGPT. Listen, y'all. Listen, I'm just here to tell y'all the news. While employees suffered partial or delayed pay, one general manager even paid $12,000 from personal funds to keep the employee health insurance from lapsing. Are y'all listening? Are y'all praying with me? This is the Shanga that just called the damn social workers on his damn stepdaddy. Okay? All right. The Georgia Department of Revenue raided, and I remember the raided and shut down multiple restaurant locations in June of 2016. That would be like 9 years later, you guys, okay? Prosecution followed, and in November 2021, 5-6 years later, Shanga received a sentence of 2 years in federal prison, 1 year of supervised release, and was ordered to pay over $1 million in restitution. Okay. Ooh, child, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Wait a minute. Let's see. We got to go back a little bit. Let's go back just a little bit. Okay, so he was accused of withholding $650,000 in sales and withholding taxes, figures that exceeded $1 million when including penalties and interest. Okay, so Gladys then sued him. Now he says that he believes that, I guess, his stepfather was behind all of that. Everything is always gonna go back to the stepdaddy, y'all. Okay, he believes, like, you know, Gladys wasn't. Even then, he was alluding to like Gladys wasn't herself. Honey, Gladys know how to handle her legal business, child. So in response, Glattus Knight filed a federal unfair competition lawsuit against Shanga and his business entities on August 29, 2016. She claimed the businesses continued using her name, likeness, and recipes beyond a lapsed licensing agreement, confusing the public to think she endorsed or co-owned the business. Shanga, that is just common sense. Y'all got my name up there. People think I'm involved in this mess, and it's bad for my damn brand. Another thing I want to just note, y'all, that's not listed, but people said, wasn't it Ron Winans and Gladys? Yes. Some of y'all may remember Ron Winans passed away. So I know somebody say, well, yeah, it was Ron Winans. And well, what happened to Ron? Ron passed away. Okay, so just want to give rest in peace to Ron and the Winans family. God bless them at this time. Okay, but yeah, Ron passed away. So then it was Glattus Knight's Chicken and Waffles. And they said the food was pretty good, but then after a while, the reviews started coming in, and they were saying stuff like, the chicken was a little salty, and the greens didn't have a certain, over time, I don't know what happened after Gladys and all this lawsuit. Everything just started going downhill. I remember friends saying that they were coming to Atlanta and the food had changed. Yeah, the greens didn't have enough onion in them. Just little things that Black people pay attention to. Candy yams that have enough cinnamon on them. Just little things, Taswa. Just little things. But as far as when it was in its heyday, they said the food was you'll slap your mama and your grandmama. Yeah, when the food was good when it was Gladys and Ron. But then something over time, they started cutting back and all these lawsuits, and they weren't able to go up there and get all the seasonings and spices, and they was cutting back. They was putting one onion and one big pot of greens. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of probably spreading stuff out a little bit because it was kind of a lot going on up there. I went to the one in the DMV, and man, it was delicious. Yeah, that's what I heard, bees. The food was fire. This is Glattus Knight. You can't put Glattus Knight's name on his food, and the food ain't slamming. So you see, they was running out of sugar, maybe running out a little nutmeg. They had to spread it out, add a little water to it. All these lawsuits, they kick it in the doors. It was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just using a little humor. But at the end of the day, it was very serious because he wound up doing prison time, y'all. It was serious. Okay. In December 2016, her son and Gladys and her son reached a settlement. A permanent injunction was issued to bar Shanga from using her name or values associated with her likeness at his restaurants, right? So, that kind of like, okay, if you ain't got Glattus Knight name up here, baby, what we gonna call this place? So that injunction in 2016 pretty much put it, it's the end of the road here. The one on P Street was bomb. Okay. I I went to the one in Atlanta and it was horrible. I'm sorry to have to say it, but it was my experience. No, I just said, Jonathan, towards the end, people said that it was really, really not as good as it was when it first started. Okay. So you probably went towards the later years, in the lean years, when they was stretching the gravy out, adding extra water and stuff, because they didn't have enough flour, maybe, you know. So you probably went, Jonathan, at the end, maybe the last 3 years or so, you know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, this is in the 90s, 97. Now, was you up there in 97, Jonathan, 97, 98? Gladys Knight protector. She had no other choice. Y'all got my name up here, and y'all got a lot going on in the back with this money and payroll and taxes. You know. Now, was you up there in 97, 98, or 99, Jonathan? You know. And they running out of stuff. They're running out of bell peppers. They're running out of onions. You know, how we gonna make this gravy? We don't have enough flour. We can't even make payroll up in here. Well, they made payroll, but probably he wasn't doing the numbers right. I wasn't up there then. Oh, okay. And, you know, we got to make this dressing. They were just, you know, putting this cornbread with sage, mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that dressing needs celery, onions, you know, sage, chicken stock. You can't be mixing that dressing with water out the sink. The Stonecrest location will be packed when new birth let out on Sundays. Yeah. So, you know, you can't be putting that cornbread in. Y'all using Jiffy cornbread instead of making it from scratch. This is supposed to be about Gladys Knight, y'all, not the restaurant. Let's move on. Okay. I got some text messages that I'm going to read here. Shanga, your stepdaddy told you what's going on. Shanga. Location on Peachtree used to be really good back then. Line would be down the street. Yeah, like I said, I think Jonathan went up there towards the end. When he was stretching the food. Okay, where am I at? Okay, so Shanga, your stepdaddy sent you these texts. Okay, do we have all the texts? Wait a minute. I knew we should have these text messages. We got them. Okay. Let me go back. Did we have a statement? Let's get the statement from social services, everybody. You can call the damn welfare people on your damn stepdaddy and your mama. I know that's your mama, Shanga, but damn. We got a statement from the social workers and people inside over at the county office. Okay, they say we are unable to confirm or deny the identity of someone receiving public assistance of social service. This is pursuant to North Carolina GS 108A-80. Okay, that is true. This is you know, along the lines of HIPAA and internal investigations and stuff like that. They can't. If Gladys Knight got a case, they can't say there's an open case. You know, they can't confirm or deny. Yeah. You don't call the housing authority. You don't call the social workers and stuff. I cannot, Shanga. But that's your mama. So I think some of us understand. But the tax spot may be looking at this like, this is too much. This is too much, especially with your background and what you done took your mama through. You should be more workable and pliable with your damn stepdaddy. We love you, Samara. Okay, y'all. Let me read these text messages from, you know, the stepdaddy. Okay. What in God's name will possess you to do such an evil thing and ruin a week of laughter and fun for your mother and her grandkids and great-grandkids? I told you the door is open anytime for you to come and check on your mom. This is just a repeat of what happened when you had the restaurant. There's nothing but good here. Be a part of it. She's happy, love. All she wants is happiness. Do you hear him, Shanga? Do you hear your damn stepdaddy? She is happy, love. All she wants is happiness and peace. Whatever we have and she has separately, you guys can have when we're gone. Our lives are not long. Just let these years be in peace. Oh my God, this is horrible. Okay, we were greatly in debt. These are facts. I want to move forward. What I'm saying to you is sending the cops and the social service people over here will endanger what she's trying to maintain. Anything other than that is irrelevant to me. Just love her, take care of her, and whatever you guys want to do, just let me know. I'm happy to support it. Okay, do you understand what he's saying? I already figured this already. Shanga, y'all go get y'all envelopes when she goes home. Okay? Evidently, Gladys got a nice wheel set up. You'll get your envelope. What you want it early? What you looking for? You want to take over? You want him to get thrown out? You want your step pappy to get thrown to the side? And then y'all come in and take over her purse and stuff? Because this is what it looks like to the public. Like, here we go again. You want it early, Shanga? You're not going to get it early, baby. You're not going to get that envelope early. I promise you, you're not. And your stepdaddy is going to be in control. Now, if your stepdaddy goes before her, that's a different story. Okay? Oh, my God. Everybody, people are seeing this for what this is, Shanga. And we don't dislike you, Shanga. Ooh, but this is not calling the damn social workers. Calling the police, talking about elder abuse on your mama. If these allegations are false, then he potentially going to cost his mother a pretty penny because promoters may not want to take a chance. That's what everybody is going to say. She has to be bonded. And they're not going to want to work with her. She won't be able to be bonded. He's definitely Barry's son. I laid him out. Talking about, yeah, had I known what was going on with Aaliyah and R. Kelly, I would have went over there. You would have. You didn't see Aaliyah and R. Kelly on 106th and Park wearing matching jumpsuits? Hell, I was there. I was like 20-something, and I said, this is weird. Aaliyah and R. Kelly on 106th and Park wearing matching damn tracksuits. You didn't see that, Barry? That was your damn niece. Who I done got triggered, y'all? This is about Gladys. This is about Gladys. I done got damn triggered. Shanga, I had to tell the truth, baby. What happened up there at that restaurant? I know. I had to tell the truth. The Shade Room just mentioned it. They told everything I just told about you in that restaurant. Oh, I thought this was about my mama. It is about your mama. The Shade Room show told the truth. The same way I'm telling the truth. To bring this type of stress on your mama is a new type of trifling in love. I think he thinks this is going to go some other kind of way. Baby, no, it's not going this kind of way. Your mama is out here living her life. I don't think Gladys is broke or destitute, but all that money, all that income, it helps. Yeah, it helps. She has expenses. She has things and upkeep and things that she has to do, to bring that type of, Ooh, y'all, I did not think we was going to be here on no damn Wednesday. Not my Gladys. Keep it up and you will be removed from the wheel. They need to take him off. They need to Shanga needs to be taken off the wheel. Leave him $10,000. Leave him $10,000 and maybe give him her Grammys. Give him Grammys, a couple of, maybe some dishes or something and send him on his way. He needs to learn a lesson. Give him all 7 of her Grammys. Give him a dish set, maybe a couple of her dresses when she was with the Pips, and send him on his way. Because he has to learn a lesson. Now, is Kenya at the door? They didn't mention her, but Kenya probably already know. I'm not getting involved too deep with this mess. Yeah, send him, maybe give him $10,000, give him all the Grammys, and then maybe a couple of her gowns, a couple of evening gowns from when she was, on the road with the pets, and then send him on his way. They'll let him know, sir, you're not good with money. Would you like me to read again from the Georgia Department of Treasury? Okay, I'll read it again. You're not good with money. Okay. Evidently, you ran the damn whole restaurant down into the ground. Shanga, Glattus Knight's Chicken and Waffles should still be in Atlanta. It should. Her name is solidified with Black culture. Glattus Knight's Chicken and Waffles should be open today, August 13th, 2025. When someone dies, you put them in plastic bags and you put them in, as keepsakes when someone passed away, just to remember. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like put the gowns on, but just things, memories of your mother. You put them in big boxes, beautiful boxes, and you can take them out and look at them to show them to the grandkids. This is your mama's stuff, stuff like that. I wonder how her brother Bubba feel about this. I haven't seen Bubba. If Gladys 81, Bubba really got to be up there. I think Gladys is the youngest. Absolutely, especially in a city like Atlanta. Until Aaliyah is vindicated, all heads will roll. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Michelle has spoken. The old one in the alley in Atlanta was the best. Okay, events like just planning and coordination. Okay, y'all. We got to go around and check on Gladys. They didn't call the police on Gladys. They didn't call the social workers in-home support on Gladys. Talking about elder abuse. If she has sundowners, if she has that, okay. Her husband already knows about it. He told you what she has. And with her doctors, I'm sure they're telling him, yes, they're giving approval that she can go and work. If it's not bad when she's ambulatory, she can walk. She knows who people is. Hell, she knows how to get through her set. She may be, it may be like midnight train to Phoenix a couple of times, but she may say a midnight train to Pittsburgh. Go sit your ass down somewhere and wait on that envelope in its proper time. They will have, she may do, midnight train to Chicago, but she remembers, her stuff. All her hits. I play a lot of them, Now, if I Were Your Woman, Stephanie Mills remade that. I haven't looked at that quite the same. Gladys, Stephanie Mills remade that If I Were Your Woman. Man. All Gladys could say was the girl got pipes. Stephanie Mills remade that. Oh my God. This is a Scheme Berry setup. You never know, Romano. You never know. Yeah, come yourself here and sit by me for that time. I love Gladys, so I can add levity. I done bought and support and listened to Gladys all these years. One of my favorite albums by Gladys is called Good Woman. Have you ever heard the Good Woman album? One of my favorite albums from the MCA years is called Good Woman. Let me put it up for you. Go take a listen to it. She should have won a Grammy, but she had a lot of competition that year. It was real stiff competition that year. I think she should have won. Good Woman, Glattus Knight. This is one of Gladys' best contemporary albums, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Here you go. We got a lot of albums called Good Woman. We don't want to play it. We don't need no copyright issues. Go get you a piece of this Good Woman album, y'all. She got Superwoman on it. Superwoman. Give Me a Chance with David Peaston. Ooh, my favorite song from this album is This Is Love. Oh my God. Gladys. It's called Good Woman. Go listen. One of my favorite album covers too. Yeah. Okay, y'all got it. Gladys Knight, Good Woman. Who won the Grammy that year? Oh my God. Was it Shaka Khan? Somebody, I think it was Shanga Khan. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe ChatGPT can tell me. Who was in the category with Gladys Knight the year she was nominated for Good Woman? Child, they can tell me this. If they can tell me this, ChatGPT is undefeated. Oh my God. What? Okay. Who won? Okay, Gladys Knight album Good Woman was nominated in 1992. I think Shanga Khan won that year. What? That was the year Patty and Lisa won. It sure was. Because I think Shanga won the year before. They tied. Lisa Fisher had the dress with the feathers in it, and Patti LaBelle had the updo with the fur. Okay. Aretha, what you see is what you said. Yeah, Aretha was backstage, and she looked at very. When she lost, we could see like, oh my God, it's a good album. Look, I know you do, Mickey. Vanessa Williams, Running Back to You. Oh yeah, that was a hot. Baby, that category was unbelievable. That year, the other nominees in the same category were Okay, who else? Who else was in that category? Who else was in that category? Who else was in that category? It's more than wait a minute. Who else was in that category? Okay. Okay, they give me the whole list. Lisa Fisher, How Can I Ease the Pain? Patti LaBelle, Burning. Gladys Knight, Good Woman. Vanessa Williams, Running Back to You. Aretha Franklin, What You See Is What You Get. Okay, so Lisa Fisher and Patti LaBelle tied. They both won. I remember vividly. Patti LaBelle had on a black dress with like fur around it, and then Lisa Fisher had on a black dress with ostrich feathers coming out of it. And they called Lisa Fisher name first, then they called Patti LaBelle, and she was shocked because she had been in the industry all them years and never won anything. Yeah, so Patti was shocked; she couldn't believe it. Because she had left LaBelle in 76, 77. She had left LaBelle in 76, 77. Then she did the Patti LaBelle album. That was 77. Was that 77, Romardo? It's a pink album. The album cover is pink, and she got on a black outfit, and she got her hand like this. Okay, that was her first album. Let me see what year that was. The background is pink. It was just a pink wall. And Patti LaBelle is just standing there with a black outfit like this. Okay, that was her first album after leaving LaBelle. Okay. I know Gladys is saying, girl, ain't this about me? Hold on, Gladys. You'll be okay. You got a good husband. That man ain't gonna let them people take over you. Okay, let me see what year that album. That was her first album. Okay, hold on. Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle. Are y'all still praying with me today? Are y'all still here with me? I need the first album. It was called Patti LaBelle. Because I used to perform that song at the study. I think about you. Oh my God, that was a money maker for me. Okay, wait a minute. Patti LaBelle. Let me just look it up this way. Was that was 77? I thought that was 77. Yeah, it was the year after I was born. Okay, let me get that album, y'all. Y'all need to go listen to this too. Okay, let me give y'all some good stuff to go listen to today. Okay, that's the song I performed many nights on Friday night at the study. I think about you. Okay, I got it right here. I got the album. Wait a minute. Okay, this is Patty's first album after she left LaBelle. Y'all got it? She left LaBelle in 76, and then she did this album. Romardo Jordan, Have Your Love is on here too. I used to sit in the movie all alone. Oh my God. Okay. I was so lonely and so out of tune. Had to look in the camera saying, I'm not gonna win. Oh, I could have told Vanessa, girl, Vanessa, You should have been honored that you was in that category, Vanessa. Vanessa wasn't no singer. Vanessa had some good producers, you know. Is that the album with Quiet Time? No, I don't think Quiet Time is on here. No, I don't think Quiet Time is on here. No. Okay. Yeah, I could have told. I tell Vanessa to her face, Vanessa, you should have been honored to be in that category. Now, let me tell you what album by Vanessa was hot. That damn Right Stuff album. The Right Stuff, baby. I don't want to miss out on the right stuff. Oh, baby, that was fire. That was 87, right? And then she had Dreaming. She had Dreaming. Now, Vanessa, if you ever want anything, you should have won a Grammy for that damn Dreaming. Oh, my God. That's a slow burner. How to put it together. How to say it right. I'll be dreaming. That's the Comfort Zone. No, that ain't the Comfort Zone album. No, that's the Right Stuff album. Jason, you're getting these albums confused. That's not the Comfort Zone album. The Comfort Zone album was much later on. The Comfort Zone. Welcome to the Comfort Zone. I don't want to miss out on the Comfort Zone. Okay, yeah, that was later. That was later, Jason. Okay. I love Dreaming. Yeah, she should have won something for that damn Dreaming. Maybe a Soul Train Award or something like that. Chicken and Waffles Award, something. That damn Dreaming by Vanessa Williams. Who wrote that? Who produced that track? Let me see what's going on here with that damn Dreaming by Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams, if you don't do nothing else, baby, you did that Dreaming from the Right Stuff album. Who wrote and produced Dreaming by Vanessa Williams? Okay, from her 1988 debut album, The Right Stuff was written by Lisa Montgomery and Geneva Pascal and produced by Donald Robinson. Oh, okay. If you're curious, Dreaming marked Vanessa's first it marked her first top 40 hit and her first #1 on the R&B charts, even earning her a Grammy nomination in 1990. Let me see who's in that category. Hold on one second. Are y'all in a rush? I don't have no shows until 9 o'clock. I got to run to the market right quick and get me something to cook. But other than that, y'all, let me see. 1990 Best R&B. Let me see. 1990 Best R&B Female Vocal Performance nominees. I need to see who. I need to know who won this. Who won? I need to know who won. Okay, she was nominated with Natalie Cole, Good to Be Back, Aretha Franklin, Through the Storm, Janet Jackson, Miss You Much, Giving You the Best That I Got by Anita Baker. That year, Anita won for, oh yeah, Vanessa, oh no, baby. Oh yeah, oh no. Anita Baker won for Giving You the Best That I Got. Oh no, you was gonna win, Vanessa. The song was good, but no. Let me know if you want to deep dives into any of the nominated performances or how the competition shook out. Well, you know, can you tell me who the nominees were the year Shaka Khan won for The Woman I Am? And then I'm done. Olita Adams, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Oh my God. Whitney Houston, I Belong to You. Shanice, I Love Your Smile. Vanessa Williams, The Comfort Zone. The winner was Shaka Khan, The Woman I Am. Okay, listen. Let me get this stuff together. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Shaka Khan won for The Woman I Am. Yeah, Anita won. She did. I Love Your Style was very, I love Chinese, but girl, it was very bubblegum. It was #1 in a lot of countries, Don't get me wrong. It was big, right? Okay. She won in 93. Okay, 93. I'm a year back instead of a year forward. Vanessa Williams, The Comfort Zone. Okay. Whitney Houston, I Belong to You. No. Okay. Olita Adams, Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Yeah, I don't think none of that Shaka won just because. What you mean Shaka won just because? Now, Marcus, listen. You Can Make the Story Right. She should have won for You Can Make the Story Right on that album. It's 5 a.m. That's where the story begins. You Can Make the Story Right. Oh my God, y'all. It's 5 a.m. That's where the story begins. I lived that life. You know what I'm saying? How did she know to sing about that? God. And the winner was Shaka Khan for The Woman I Am. And then she had on that same album, Shaka had no competition. Yeah, that is a good point. The only person that may even came close was possibly Vanessa Williams for The Comfort Zone. You're right. You're right. It's 5 a.m. That's where the story begins. You Can Make the Story Right was on that album. Also, Marcus, Love You All My Lifetime. Oh, what was my other song from that album? Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on 1 second, and then I'm gonna get out of here, y'all, for real. Shaka Khan. It's, oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Shaka Khan, The Woman I Am album. Here it is. Okay. Don't Look at Me That Way. Oh my God. You going to the Diva concert in September in Atlanta? No. Oh my God. I'm not, Mickey. Don't Look at Me That Way. It's the last track on the album, of The Woman I Am album. Now remember, wait a minute. Yeah, this was a hot album too. This was a hot album cover. You know, Shaka always had these big wigs and stuff, y'all. Yeah, this is a hot album cover too. This is a Grammy Award winner. You know what I'm saying? You Can Make the Story Right. That was my damn track, y'all. This is a hot album cover too. Y'all remember this album cover from The Woman I Am album, Grammy winner for Shaka Khan? Yeah, that was a hot cover too. All right, y'all. Gladys Knight is gonna be okay. Please hit the like button. Gladys Knight is gonna be okay, but this is not. Her son should have enough emotional intelligence and care that his mother does not need these headlines. She doesn't need this attached to her legacy. She don't have much time left. She's 81. She has more years behind her than that's ahead of her. You should. I know you care for your mother. I know you love your mother. I don't doubt that. But we have to ask, what are your motives? What are you thinking? When you can just reach out and talk to your stepfather, call your stepfather, and tell him, these are my concerns. I know your stepfather will hear and listen to you. I'm pretty sure he would. These are my concerns about my mom. I think y'all may be pushing her too hard, or she may be working too hard. And I don't, you know. And if you make your concerns known to your stepfather and he doesn't address them in a proper way, then maybe you can do a video, maybe an Instagram video, and then share your concerns. You're calling the police, you're calling social workers on your mother and your stepfather. And now this is going to be in her obituary. This is going to be a part of her legacy. When she was 81, her son called the police because this is what you're doing to your mama. Y'all, I can't. I hope everything works out. Gladys is set to start the second leg of the Queen's tour. We'll see if she's there. or if, you know, I don't know. We'll see if she's there. Because there are 3 other singers, her set isn't long. Her set is about 35 minutes, you guys. It's not like Gladys is doing a whole Cowboy Carter tour. Her set is about 30 to 35 minutes tops. And she's singing songs that she's sung her whole life. Right? It ain't like they got her out there learning new arias every night. That's not elder abuse in the traditional sense of it. She's doing something she's loved and something she's done all of her life. It becomes elder abuse if she is incapacitated, doesn't have the, you know, the neurological faculties to consent, and they're making her do it anyways. That's abuse. Be clear, Shanga. Be clear. Okay? All right, everybody. Hopefully, let her sing if it makes her happy. I love that. And if there's any concerns, talk to your father, your stepfather, and let him know your concerns. Stanley says, when I went, they put Gladys up first. I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let Gladys go first, get her situated. That way she can go back to the hotel and get some rest. Maybe if there's a curtain call, we bring let her wave, send her back onto the hotel, you know, and let her get some food and rest, you know. Put her up first. Let Gladys get out there. Midnight Train to Georgia. If I Were Your Woman, neither one of us. Maybe throw in one of her more recent hits and close it out. Yeah. Maybe The Way We Were. Wind Beneath My Wings. Something like a little medley or something, you know. And then throw in maybe Love Overboard or something like that. Keeping her from doing something she loves can be traumatic. It can actually make it worse. I hope I have, but I don't think, just looking at this story, I don't think Shanga will listen to nobody. He's dead set on, I think in his mind, I think Shanga thinks that, you know, it can turn into a custody battle. And I don't know if that's what you're thinking. That ain't gonna happen, Shanga. And you wrangle your mother away from your father. If that's what you're thinking, that ain't happening. You know, we see what's going on with Wendy Williams. We don't want this to happen to Glattus Knight. I hope that ain't your intent, Shanga. He's trying to cut his stepdad out of her will. If she passed, ensure he will contest the will. Well, yeah, that's all that's coming. I am like, that's the energy that everybody is like feeling. Like, is this some type of early play to set up everything? You get everything rolling early. So when she do transition, you already got paperwork and documentation. We're not saying that's what you're thinking, but that's what we're feeling. Is that what you're thinking, Shanga? Ooh, I hope this young man understands, baby. This ain't it. Comment of the live goes to Janai. Let your mother do what she does best. We got breaking news. Hold on, y'all. We got breaking news. Let me see. It's out of DC from CNN. Has he turned to water hoses? Have they turned to water hoses on the people yet? I don't know. Because, you know, maybe they may be doing the water hoses and the Doberman pinchers next. Okay, we got breaking news out of DC, y'all. Let's see what it is. Okay, ABC News is reporting that an appeals court is allowing 47 administration to resume foreign aid cuts. A federal appeals court voted 2-1 on Wednesday to lift an order requiring the 47 administration to resume billions of dollars in foreign aid payments. Please note that a lot of those countries that need assistance is in Africa. And so they basically, you know, They want them people to DIE over there anyways. They don't care. Meanwhile, we're, you know, sending all this money to Israel and all these other places, y'all. But, you know, food and medicine to countries that really need it is physically not viable. Fiscally not viable. Got it. Okay. A facsimile, Brother Marcus. I was gonna say that. Very similar, in the same wheelhouse. Very similar, Brother Marcus. And then the son, and you know there's a special place in hell for him. The son cremated John Amos without any family members getting, you know, to see the father. It's like they couldn't do an autopsy. You know, it's a special place in the abyss for him. Like, how did you do that to your sister and your family? Just cremated the man. Of course they are. He has stacked the court system. Nothing really can be done to stop him in Project 2025. Yes, Carter. You know, Carter, were you ever a motivational speaker? Did you ever do TED Talk, Carter? I'm sorry, Carter. Okay, Carter, did you ever work for Hallmark, greeting cards, TED Talks, anything? Whenever we talk about this, you know, you're not really. Whenever we talk about this, Carter, you're never really, you know, aspirational. Okay, nothing really can be done to stop him. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. We are encouraged. We are very encouraged now, Carter. All right. Did you ever work for Hallmark greeting cards? Oh my God, I feel so encouraged now, Carter. I feel like running on and see what the end gonna be. Oh, you did used to do TED Talks and motivational speaking? Okay, Carter, to get serious for a minute. There is something we can do. There is something we can do. We can vote in the midterms. We can stay proactive, and we can keep bloggers such as myself keep giving people information so that they know what is going on. Yes, I had a line called "We Are Okay." Okay, we cannot look at this from a pessimistic gaze. We can't. We have to look at this like there is still work to do, and we cannot give up. We can't just say, "Oh well, yeah, that's just it. Let's all go home." There's still fight left. There's still work to do. Keep applying pressure. I never look at anything. I walk away from something or I throw my hands up. I'm gonna keep fighting, keep trying until we come up with something. It's just 1 o'clock, girl. Are you going to the store or not? Well, you know you can do Instacart. Well, I want to go to the store so I can look through the bell peppers and onions. And I don't like the way people pick my produce. Well, what are you making, Tyesse? What am I making? Well, I don't know. I want to make that rice I like to make. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to talk to myself, y'all. I am not crazy. I promise you I'm not. Okay. What are we doing? Are we doing lamb chops? What are we doing? Because you can't do beef until the end of the month. So you said I can't do another steak until when? The 29th or the 30th? I talk to myself. If I don't talk to myself, I won't get up and do it. Okay, what are we doing? Are we doing Instacart or are you going to the grocery store? So I can't have another steak until the end of the month, but I can't have lamb. Okay. I can have lamb, but I can't have steaks. Well, what about, can I have pork? Well, Tyesse, be honest. Have you ate pork in the last 4 months? Have I ate pork in the last 4 months? Pork. No. Pork? No, I have not. No, I haven't had a pork chop, nothing like that. Pork. No, I haven't had any pork. Today, I'm keeping it simple. Cabbage, sausage, shrimp, and chicken with some rice. Okay, can I do this? Let me do this. Okay, let me do this. This is what I'm going to do. Ariel used to make that. and it is good. I may try to make some myself. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna get me a steak. I'm gonna get me a ribeye, and then I just won't eat my ribeye at the end of the month. Is that okay? Okay, I'm gonna get a ribeye right now, y'all, for lunch, and then on the 29th or the 30th, I just won't have it because I already had it. I only get beef twice a month, right? Lamb does sound good right now. Yeah, but I gotta marinate them lamb chops. I gotta get some lemon juice, all that garlic and stuff. It's too much. I don't have time for all that right now. I'm gonna break out this George Foreman grill, throw that steak, that ribeye on there, then get a good sear on it. Yank that girl out and throw it on a bed of basmati rice. Great God from Zion. And I got some steamed fresh vegetables in there. Order 2. Okay, so I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking. If I have a steak today, I cannot have another steak. Ooh, I'm thinking. You know what, Tyesse? Be honest. You can't order something. Yeah, I'm trying to cut down on all this ordering, all this ordering. I like to cook now because I love my kitchen area. Okay, so yeah, you could order something, Tyesse. Just order something, baby. Just get something from Hudson Grill or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Virgil's Gullah Kitchen. We got to go around there and check on Glattus Knight, though, y'all. We talking about food. Chef Dun cutting cabbages and stuff. We got to go check on Glattus damn Knight. Chef Dun talking about, yeah, I'm going to make some cabbage with sausage and shrimps in it. And we got damn Glattus Knight round here. Mm-hmm. Make that 3, okay? Oh, well, I guess I just make me a tuna sandwich. You know, when people say they're coming over, I guess I just make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Chef Dana, you know, when you mention somebody in your family, be like, oh, what time you cooking? Girl, I think I'm just gonna make me some tuna and give me some crackers. When people start talking about, you know, the family members are like, ooh, what time you gonna start? Girl, I changed my mind. I guess I just maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Maybe open up a can of hash. Oh, yeah. Girl, I guess I open up I do got some corned beef hash up there. Yeah, just make me a corned beef, make me some hash. I love it too. Yeah, y'all, I guess I open up me a can of hash. Just order Outback Steakhouse. Okay. Yeah, let me just open up me a can of hash, y'all. Do Loretta Divine leftovers. Yeah, a few pieces of ham. Am I the only person that still eats corned beef hash? Anybody? Corned beef hash in a can? I love corned beef hash. I get the reduced sodium one now, but I know there's somebody in here that still eats corned beef hash. Girl, you fry that girl down, I add fresh onions to it, though, to jazz it up. I eat it. Corned beef hash, okay. Ariel said she didn't like it. She said it looked like dog food. I said, you know how to I'll always tell her, girl, you sure know how to mess up a wet dream. Corned beef hash, I love it. I like it. Just haven't had it in a while. Well, yeah, Mama used to make it with eggs. She used to put the eggs on top of it. Get you a can of corned beef hash. Get you some skillet. Get you a skillet. Put some oil in that skillet. Get that skillet real hot. Throw that girl on there. Drop some fresh chopped onions in there. Oh, my God. Yeah, Ariel said it looked like dog food when you take it out the can. It do kind of look like dog food. With rice, you can make it with rice. Yeah. I used to love corned beef hash over grits. I ain't never had it with grits. In Detroit. Oh, you know what I could make? Because I was just talking about it. I can make me some Western noodles right now, y'all. I'm gonna just order that. I'm gonna make some what you call it? Salmon croquettes. I'm gonna make some salmon croquettes from scratch. When it comes to seafood like that, y'all, I can only eat 2. I can't eat a lot of like I see people, all you can eat crab, all you can eat, what you call it, seafood fest. I can't, oh my God, I can't do it. So 2 is my limit. Yeah, I'm gonna make some salmon croquettes, but I gotta get the salmon. I know some of y'all say y'all use mackerel. Baby, I can't use that mackerel. That mackerel is so many bones in it, honey. Your mouth would look like a crime scene. We gotta go around there and check on Gladys damn night. My mom used to put corned beef in her cabbage. Oh, I can't eat it that way. I can't eat it when it's I don't like the way, I don't like the texture of it that way. That's what people use for St. Patrick's Day. I can't eat it that way. I have to eat it the other way, Sappho. St. Patrick's Day, they'll take the whole corned beef, the whole, like, you know, beef, and they put cabbage around it and put it in the oven. I can't eat it like that. I don't like it steamy like that. I'm a texture person, y'all. I love salmon croquettes. Both my parents made them good, but I can't eat a lot of seafood. Like, I see people go to all-you-can-eat buffet. I would throw up after my second plate. It's all coming back up. I used to take a can of this that eat his with sauerkraut. Oh wow! Talk about bones. Try to eat buffalo. Oh yeah, buffalo. And us that love buffalo. Let me see if they have the salmon that I like over at the grocery store, y'all. Let me see. Well, what will I eat with the salmon? Oh, I can make some rice with the salmon croquettes. I can put the salmon croquettes over some basmati rice. I actually prefer mackerel croquettes over. I can't eat that mackerel, baby. I can't do it. I feel like I'm living beneath my privilege. Okay, hold on. I tried it one time. I said never again. Let me see if the grocery store don't have my kind of salmon in the can that I use. And then I can go from there, Time Squad. I wonder if you could put them salmon croquettes on the George Foreman grill. Yay, nay, does anybody know? Has anybody tried it? I'm not trying to experiment right now, honey. No, I better go ahead and fry them. All right, wait a minute, hold on. Salmon in the can. I need salmon in the can. Canned salmon, here it goes. Do they have my brand? They do. They do have the double Q. $5.99. Girl, did you see Marvin's comment? Wait a minute, hold on. I wonder, can you put them salmon croquettes on the George Foreman grill? How would it come out? Yeah, I've seen some things, Marvin. I'm not going to sit up here and act like his concerns aren't warranted. What I'm thinking of is his motives, knowing his history. Yeah, I witnessed Miss Knight in Cincinnati during the tour. Really broke my heart. She seemed so discombobulated. I've seen some things. And then there was that video, yeah, where she, you know, the background singer started singing a song and then she caught on. Yeah. Okay, so double Q. I should get 2 cans in case I want to make some more on one day. Yeah, I get 2 cans. I better get 2 cans, y'all. Because you never know. I may want to make it again. Okay, add to cart. Let me get 2 cans of this. Okay, so I make some salmon croquettes, basmati rice, and then what can I put with that? A vegetable. What type of vegetable? Oh, Tyesse, you don't have no eggs. You got to get some eggs for these salmon croquettes. I need some eggs. I'm going to put a little raw onion. And then I don't do cornmeal. I don't like cornmeal on my salmon croquettes. I may dust it with a little flour, but I don't like cornmeal on my salmon croquettes. I don't like that grainy texture, y'all. Do you have any cornmeal people here? Any cornmeal people? Anybody? Oh, we do have Patreon on tomorrow, y'all, because Saturday is my mother's birthday. I'm taking a day off. I'm going to go see Denzel Washington, a new movie. I mix flour and fish fry. Yeah, I do got some fish fry, Chef Don. Sub with mayo. Okay. Yeah, let me grab some eggs. I don't need a whole carton. I don't like eggs. I don't just eat eggs. So let me see if they got a half a carton of eggs. Gladys, my spirit say you're going to be okay because your husband, I can see his spirit. Your husband is all right. I see your husband's spirit. If I felt anything about your husband, I would say something. But I think Gladys gonna be all not right. I feel she's gonna be okay. But your son, we gotta talk about him. Okay, so I want a half a dozen of eggs. I got an onion. I got flour. I got that gluten-free flour. I better get a whatchamacallit Thai squad. I better get some regular flour. Just some regular flour. I got that gluten-free flour. But I better get some OG Good Times 227 flour. Here it is right here. Okay. Mother, you making some corn? And I'm not gonna make no corn cake. I'm not doing all that. I still haven't used my oven. I still haven't used that oven. I don't know. I can't bring myself to using it. I don't know. I gotta get around to it. I'm not used to using electric stuff. I don't know how my food gonna turn out in an oven. I know what y'all saying, Tyesse, you still haven't. I still haven't used my electric oven. I just have. I use everything but that oven. They are horrible now. The one thing that irritates me is breathing and talking over food. Oh wow, what's horrible now, Chef Don? You know what I need? I need just a little. I need something to put in these crab cakes. Not crab cakes. Okay, onion. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I can put green onion. I want something. I don't want to put bell pepper. Some people. Let me just do onion. Onion is fine. Okay. I need something green to go in these crab cakes, though. Let me get some parsley. Let me get some chopped parsley. Parsley. I want some green in these crab cakes. Parsley. Chopped parsley in the. Okay, yeah, already chopped up. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, I don't like buffets either. Not with this COVID. You couldn't pay me. Okay, I put a little parsley up in there, and then okay, got that. Oh, let me do this, y'all. I forgot. If you want to support the platform, please support the platform. If you enjoyed this coverage today of Glattus Knight's plight with her son, please support us right there. There are multiple ways to give. $8.88 or $4.44 is usually the ask, but you can give more or less depending on your lot. Okay, we need at least 8 people to give $8.88, and then we'll figure out the rest later on tonight with our evening service. Amen. Amen. Bless God. Okay, there are multiple ways to give, including shine now. Okay, including shine. Okay, so I got that. I think I got some vegetables in the freezer for a vegetable. I don't need to get no vegetable. Okay. Okay, I got everything I need, y'all. I got everything. Salmon croquettes, eggs. I got flour. I got 2 cans of salmon. I think I got everything I need. Okay. Okay, so evening service is tonight, y'all, at 9 p.m. So please make a note of that. If you're new, if you're watching us, evening service is tonight. Evening service is tonight. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Okay, so please make a note of that. We're going to continue to lift up Glattus Knight and her family, including her son. Hopefully his heart will become a little more tender, right? Hey, Harold, good afternoon, brother. Okay, I think I got everything. Okay. I think I got everything. Hopefully he will, become a little more pliable concerning his mother. And we know he loves his mother. We're not saying he don't love his mother, but with what you put her through and what she's been through, honey, you should be a lot more flexible. I promise you. For real. Okay, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want everybody to have a great day. If you gave, if you didn't give, if you're not able to give, we appreciate a like, just a thumbs up will do. Have a phenomenal day. Continue to keep Glattus Knight in prayer. She is an icon. She is to be protected at all costs. She's poured so much into us over the years. So we're going to be checking and keeping up with this story. You can go to the Shade Room YouTube. The Shade Room Investigates YouTube channel. And it is the first story you will see. Glattus Knight. It's 11 minutes and it is in depth. The Shade Room Investigates. So upon watching this video, you can go watch that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me put the link in the chat for you. Okay. It's called the Shade Room, but I'm going to give you the direct link and you can go over and watch the 11-minute video. You don't have to do anything but just hit the link, okay? If you tuned in late, you can play this back in its entirety. If you tuned in late. All right, y'all. See you tonight, 9 p.m. for evening service. Have a great day on purpose. I love you, but can you hit that thumbs up button? You may not have given anything, but can you hit the thumbs up button? And to everybody that's watching, even the people that are on assignment that, you know, for whatever reason, they hate or don't like me, for whatever reason. I think the direct quote was, they hate me with every fiber of their being. You have to be very, very mindful, very, very mindful when you operate out of an energy that is not conducive with love and light. However you feel about me personally, my personality, you must understand that when you operate out of that type of energy, you're doing a disservice to yourself, not me. There's an African proverb about, you know, hating somebody is like drinking poison and thinking I'm going to unalive. You need to fix or figure out what is eating you, what happened to you in childhood, your teenage years, something, there was a breach in your spirit. Find out what the cause is to your disdain that you see a young, handsome Black man living in his purpose. And it disturbs you so much. Find out what that's about. And then you can be on the road to healing. And maybe one day, if you're talented enough, if you have the wit, and if it's God's will, maybe you can have a following. Maybe you can find people that admire and like you, you know, and want to come hear you talk for an hour and 37 minutes. It doesn't bother me, your hate and disdain for me. It may be irritating, but it doesn't stop my life. When I close this computer right now, Chef Don, any of them will tell you, when I close this computer, I go on with my day. I'm not sitting here thinking about this stalker or this crazy person. I'm not. What am I about to do? I'm about to put on Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan, clean my house up, and move on with my day. I don't give a damn about you and what you're going through. You're living in your misery. I'm living in my purpose. That's why I say we're not the same. We're not. Again, while you're running around here sending everybody I do a story on emails, while you're running around here talking about you need to read him, you need to address him, I don't give a damn who it is. I don't give a damn who says what about me. Let me hold on a second. Give me a second, y'all. Because I know you're watching, right? Because you're watching my every move, right? I know you're watching. To come where I come from and to be where I'm at today is a miracle from God, right? So what you're bucking against and what you're attacking is somebody that is handcrafted and hand curated from a source of pure agape love. My life is a testament to God. I couldn't be an atheist if I tried. My life is a whole testament to the power of God. I should be dead years ago. Multiple occasions where my life should have been taken or could have been taken, but I'm alive. And you see me and all you think about is whatever you got going on in your neurosis. Think what that thing is that's eating away at you. Am I a reflection of what you could be or what you want to be? You're looking at a person that has had uphill battles most of my adult life. Uphill battles. All the way through my 20s, my 30s. It didn't even pan out until I got to my 40s. For a long time in my 20s, I thought that I was cursed. I did. I thought something, this is not normal. It's not, something is going on here. I thought I was cursed. Because I figured like maybe somebody in my bloodline did something. We have been told about these generational curses. It was just so much going on back to back. I said, this is just unreal. It wasn't until really recently that I began to understand, and I heard Beverly Crawford talk about this one time. You had to go through what you went through. When I was going through what I was going through at the time, I didn't know that I would be on the Tyesse Report 20 years later. And I've gotten countless letters, emails, DMs about people, from people that I have helped and changed their lives. People that were considering suicide and saw a show and I changed the trajectory of their life. Tyesse, I was going to end my life. I don't know how I came across your video. I saw it and I wound up laughing the whole night. And that whole thing turned around. I have gotten that testimony many times. So my thing is this. I'm glad that I stuck around because I've been there. I've been at that place where, you know, you want to like just be gone. And I'm so glad so many of you decided to stick around because there's that testimony with some of the Tyesse Squad members as well. Some of y'all say, well, I didn't want to end my life, but I did not want to be here no more. Some of y'all will say, well, Tyesse, I don't think I was ever suicidal, but there were some times where I just didn't want to be here no more. And there can't be you can't have those two things that coexist. If I had a choice to be here or be on the other side, I'm just tired of life. But that don't necessarily mean that you want to end your life. Let's be clear, there's two different things. Y'all, let that be the word for the day. I'm glad I stuck around. Because it did not have to be like this. Had everything been the way it could have went, there would have been none of y'all. I would have met Samara. I would have never met none of these people. There were some times, Ross, where baby, I was just about this close. I'm glad I stuck around. Let that be your word today. I'm glad I stuck around to see. Song by Ricky Diller I like. I listen to it often. It's called Things Are Gonna Get Better. I know it's cliche when it comes to, self-harm. I know it's cliche. And then there's also a lot of y'all that just felt like giving up. It wasn't attached to self-harm. But how many people have just like felt like throwing their hands up at life? It doesn't have to be self-harm related. So many people like, I can't catch a break. I'm tired of everything. I'm done. Like, I give up. A lot of y'all have been there. Like, child, I don't know, honey. I can't catch a break. This job is wearing me out. My car, these kids, my ex-husband. It's just, I'm good. I'm just done. Y'all, whatever y'all do, what I'm do, just do it. I'm done. A lot of y'all have been there. Just be glad you stuck around. So when people be sitting up here attacking people and, you know, trolling and try to harm people, you gotta be, I'm telling you, you gotta be very careful what you're doing. You gotta be very, very careful. Very, very careful, because it's not kosher to keep playing with people like this. It's not. I'm glad I stuck around. We may have to put that on a t-shirt. You're just tired of struggling. Like, I'm just sick of struggling. We may have to put that on a t-shirt, y'all. I'm glad I stuck around. Listen to that song by Ricky Dillard, Things Are Gonna Get Better, featuring Kim Burrell. Listen to it when you get off here today. Things Are Gonna Get Better, featuring Kim Burrell, Ricky Dillard. Go listen to it. Let it sink into you a little bit. And in the song, Kim Burrell says, I'm glad I waited around to see. I'm glad I waited around to see. I had to shed some tears. But things are going to get better. When will I get ahead? Been there. Yeah. All right, everybody. We better get down the road. Thank you, Marvin, for $10 over on PayPal. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. All right, y'all. We better get out of here because I don't want to get behind for evening service. Thank God the format is different, so I can kind of get it done in about an hour or two. Yeah. All right. That was me time. I'm glad I stuck around to see. That's part of the song. Things Are Gonna Get Better. Ricky Dillard featuring Kim Burrell. My heart goes out to those who didn't. I want to be very clear. When people commit self-harm, it's not that they want to die. They don't want to live with the pain or the current state that they're in, right? I sent this video to Larry. I think I sent it to Shamako. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet with Regina King. It's so heartfelt. When you watch the video, it's palpable. I'm going to put that in the chat as well. So I'm going to put 2 video links in the chat, you guys. All right. Hold on one second. And it's surrounding bereavement and, you know, getting on the other side of it. Right. Hold on one second. I don't know if you guys have seen Regina King's new videos. I'm going to put 2 links in the chat on the way out. Okay. The video is so heartfelt, you know. Hold on. Let me time this person out, because I mean, people come in the chat. They come in the chat and then they don't know how to hit the live button. Give me 1 second. Let me get them timed out for especially the older saints. We hate to do this to the older saints. They come in the chat, honey, and they come in the, okay, hold on 1 second. Matter of fact, maybe this person, let me just go ahead and, okay, there we go. Some people, honey, they just, you know, it's just not a good fit. Okay, so I'm gonna put the video. I'm gonna put the video in the chat, you guys, for the Shade Room. Yeah, Larry, it's hard. And I'm gonna put the Regina King video in there as well. Okay, so there'll be 2 links. Thank you, Brother Ross, for $8.88 for I stuck around, and now, baby, I stuck around. I stuck around. It's just 19 years old. My mother died from breast cancer. 19 years old, mother dies from breast cancer. You know, tried to hang with family for a while. It wasn't conducive. And you know, let me just say this about my family. I don't have a bad family. I don't have, you know, like most families, there's always going to be a little drama rooted in trauma. But I don't have just, you know, I don't have a horrible family. It wasn't. I didn't have a you know, an experience where I was thrown out and hit the streets and get out. None of that. But there was a lot of drama rooted in trauma, and but yeah, 19 years old, just turned 19. Mother passed away. Me and her had went through a lot of stuff her last 6 months of her life. And so coming off of that, then dealing with that, 19, trying to figure out who I am, figure out my sexuality, and then, it was a lot. It was a lot. And so you wind up, separating from family, for a while, and, leaving, because it wasn't until I heard T.S. Madison talk about this, you guys, that I even understood what it was. I didn't even know. I was in my 40s when I found out about this from T.S. Madison. It's not that you run away. It's not that you leave your family. Like, I'm out of here. I'm deuces. It's not that. It's what we do, and we're not cognizant that we're doing it. When we're doing it, we don't have language for it, but we basically venture out to find community. LGBTQ folks, for those of us that have had this experience, we venture out, we leave. We don't even know we're doing it, but we're trying to find community, people like us, people that look like us. And when I say look like us, I'm not talking about race. People that are us. Unfortunately, sometimes though, the communities that we find, there are people like us that are already there, and they're all rooted in coming up out of trauma and stuff. So we tend to find communities that are trauma minefields. And for the LGBTQ community, it is usually next to places where people are, dealing with survival, near the boulevard, near the track. So, it's a lot. Because you have to break away in your own lane. How some of the family looks like after I came out. Yeah. It's like, some people call it estrangement, right? I have friends, like one of my sisters, I won't say her name to protect her personal story, but she left Oklahoma and she never returned. Trans woman. To this day, she never went back home. And so, is it estrangement when you leave home and you're like, I gotta go find myself and find out what's going on with me? Or is it you're on a journey? I know we call it, well, I'm estranged from my family. I'm estranged from my family. Is it really estrangement? Because they still your family. I guess it's one thing if they don't know where you're at. It's one thing if they ain't never heard from you. But I know I would keep in contact with people. They knew I was alive. I could preach this thing, Tyesse, but I gotta go. I'm hungry. I know y'all want me to do a woman evolve right now. I can't do it right now, y'all. Was a woman on the loose? Woman out? I can't do that right now. But I have to give in to the spirit because I don't know who in the audience is watching from the bushes and need to hear this. But when you venture out and you find these communities, as traumatic filled as some of them are, you do get to your Terry McMillan had a book, the sequel to Waiting to Exhale. Some of y'all may not even know about it, but Terry McMillan had a book called Getting to Happy. So eventually you will get to where I'm at, where Ross is at, where Larry is at, all of these people that have been through some things. You do get to happy. That don't mean happy is going to be perfect, but you will get to happy. I can guarantee it. If you stay on the road, you get to happy. You will get there. Just takes a while. You're going to have some pit stops. Just look at the Wiz. I don't know about the Wizard of Oz. I ain't never seen the Wizard of Oz. Just look at the Wiz, because Dorothy could have been home. They said she already had everything she needed. She just didn't know it. Look at the Wiz. You mean I could have been home all this? Yes, girl, you already had everything you needed. But she had to help some other people along the way. The Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow. So she had some. Dorothy was on assignment and she didn't even know it. Dorothy was on assignment. Dorothy was one of the first evangelists that we came across. I'm just being honest. They always say you can't help somebody until you've been through something, you know. But sometimes we can all help each other as we go along too. Yeah. Sometimes you can help each other on the journey. Like I said, me and my best friend, we met while we were in jail together. And our friendship was rooted. Our friendship was rooted. It was a trauma bond. Now looking back on it, it was a trauma bond. But out of that trauma bond birthed a real friendship. Yeah, she was. Dorothy, hey, Ken, Dorothy was the first evangelist because she was over there evangelizing to them people. Yeah, she helped the Tin Man get a heart and stuff, and helped the the Scarecrow get a brain. She was evangelizing to the people. The first evangelist we ever came across was Dorothy. Please hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. I'm trying, Brother Ross. But I want to speak to that monitoring spirit that's attached to my channel. Because, you know, when you speak like this, those demons, they don't have no choice but to, it rattles them demons. That monitoring demon that is attached to this channel, I'm trying to shake them demons and get them all shook up in his body. Torment, it's a tormenting spirit on that person. We know that. But I'm trying to shake them demons up. It's a monitoring spirit that we have to speak to whenever we need to. All right, y'all. I want my blood sugar to drop. I haven't eaten breakfast or lunch. I don't want my blood sugar to drop while I'm live on the air. And she got on down the road. Yeah. Evangelist Dorothy. A hurricane, a tornado couldn't stop her. Yeah, it propelled her into her destiny. Have a great day, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Remember, sometimes your story was about finding who you are. You were not lost. You were not estranged. You were not necessarily in the wilderness. You were on a journey to discovery. Well, Tyesse, it felt like the wilderness. Okay, it may have felt like the wilderness, but you were on a journey in the wilderness. Okay. You were still on a journey. All right. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all so much. Amen. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App, okay? Because we can only bring you these magnanimous words if the lights and gas is on in here. But we need at least 6 more people to send 888. Okay, we need 6 more people. Okay, we can only bring you these words when the lights is on up in here and the gas and stuff. All right, have a great day, Glattus Knight. We love you. We're praying for you, and we hope everything goes well with her in her latter years. So shout out to Glattus Knight. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Have a phenomenal day on purpose. We will see you tonight at 9 p.m. for evening service. All right. Let's go. Okay, we got two links that we're going to put in the chat. Okay, 2 links.